This is Xpress Radio.
New term. Why not try something new? Start your journey with Cardiff Societies with Xpress Radio and CUTV.
Society Insights.
Society Insights.
Freshers 2020 with Xpress Radio.
Society Insights. Hello and welcome back to Society Insights with me, Angus Mitchell, on behalf of Xpress Radio and CUTV. And today I'm joined again with the familiar face that is Chris Grieve, on behalf of this time Ice Skating Society. How are you, Chris? You alright?
Good, thanks, Angus. Nice to be back here again.
Yeah, good to see you. So ice skating, vice president, right?
Yeah, vice president of this one, that's it, yeah.
So again, Ice Skating Society does what it says on the tin, as Bioscience Society did. Tell me a bit, what is involved in Ice Skating Society?
Firstly, obviously involves ice skating. That would be part and parcel, first one.
Yeah.
Essentially, we are a sports society, so as we come with almost everything you'd expect of a sports society. You know, we have trainings, we have a team, and we have everything you'd kind of expect from a sports society. But it is, the difference I'd say is it's a lot more casual than most sports societies. You know, you buy a membership, and then each week you can just choose whether are you going to buy a ticket to go training or not. And it's, when you're there, it's really fun, relaxed, just basically get an hour on the ice, we get some trained coaches in, everyone has a good time, and then we go out for a social night at the SU normally.
So Chris, you mentioned that after trainings, obviously in the past you'd go to the SU. Is that due to the fact you're on a Wednesday training, or is it Saturday?
Yeah, we are Wednesday training. So Wednesday afternoons, as you know, used to be always off. So be 1:45 normally till 2:45. You just get an hour on the ice just with coaches and everything like that, just having a relaxed skate. The actual team, which normally starts in January, would normally skate on a Monday night, which it's going to be bad news for freshers who want to join, because it's 11 till midnight, which is obviously peak quids in time, so some of them might be upset if it comes back in January, but normally Wednesday afternoon.
You speak about the ice. Where is the ice? I have to ask.
Yeah, ice in Cardiff, it's a weird thought. We train at the Viola Arena down in sort of to the side of Cardiff Bay towards Penarth. In Cogan, so normally we'd get a train from Cathays down to Cogan, so it's quite direct route from where people have lectures.
The ice there, and so for the team, there's competitions, I'm guessing, is that?
So what our society, this is where we differ normally from a lot of other sports societies, because obviously a lot of everyone's always about Bucks, we're competing in the leagues and everything. We're not, we don't have a Bucks, we're not like that. What we train for is we go to the varsity performance of the ice hockey against Swansea.
Oh, okay.
And at the half time we perform a show, which is our varsity show, and that's what the team is for. They're training for that synchronised kind of performance that we perform there each year, which is hopefully going to be on if varsity's on again.
See, I wasn't aware, because obviously ice skating is quite a broad sport where it can be applied to like ice hockey, gymnastics, dancing. So would you guys say you're specifically part of that more showtime ice skating rather than like racing or things like that?
It's mostly just focused on ice skating, synchronized kind of performances on the showy off and spins on your jumps, on all the kind of what you'd expect from a performance if you're going to go watch it. That's our main focus, really.
So for those freshers or second or third years that want to get involved with ice skating, Chris, how would they go about that? Is there a Facebook page, membership costs, things like that? Do you want to explain a bit on that?
Yeah, so if anyone's wanting to join, they can head on over to the SU website, where all the societies, all the athletic kind of groups we're all on there, or you can find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. You get involved with all of that. That's where all our information will come out on. But to join the society, it's obviously it's £20 for your athletic union membership. If you're already a member of the athletic union because you've joined another sports society or anything like that, then it's £25 for the year. We also do Erasmus memberships, which are slightly cheaper, which is obviously covers you for the half year. And that membership will obviously cover you for the half year, and if we can't get back on the ice just yet for this first semester, we're planning on rolling those over to next semester. So don't worry if you buy a membership and you think, oh god, I'm not going to get on the ice because COVID, but we're looking at rolling those over if we don't get back on.
Okay, and so that's simple enough then. And the Facebook page, I'm guessing, is it just Cardiff University Ice Skating, or
Cardiff University Ice Skating Club will come up? I'm sure we're one of the first little things that will come up on there.
Obviously, the elephant in the room being COVID, you mentioned it a bit there. Are there restrictions that are currently in place when we're recording this in October that you hope to be lifted, or are you able to get on the ice yet?
Yeah, so obviously Cardiff's in lockdown at the moment, which doesn't help us much. But as far as the Welsh government's concerned, your ice rinks can open from, I'm pretty sure it's today, and the one we train at is planning on opening in a few weeks, or that was the original plan. Obviously now with lockdown as well, they're not sure. We aren't entirely sure. The last we've heard from them is they were going to try and open before the end of October. But they've got their own water damage to deal with. They've got other things to put in place. So and again, even when they open, we're not sure entirely when we'll be allowed to go back as a society without with restrictions. It's likely, we're hoping we'll go back before the end of the semester. It might just be that we have smaller training sessions, we have less coaches, people wear masks, social distancing, all those kind of stuff. But at the moment, we're looking okay to go back before the end of the year. Yeah,
I know. It is such a tough one, especially with such a particular type of sport where you need all the facilities. You can't exactly practice on roller skates or something like that, I can imagine.
No, exactly. Yeah, it's very different roller skating and ice skating. I used to be a roller skater, and it's different thing, different game.
Different ball game completely. To get a bit more personal, Chris, because it is I think it is quite a niche sport. You don't meet that many people, at least from Britain. Maybe I'm just being ignorant to it, that are necessarily do ice skating. For you, how long have you been doing it yourself?
No, yeah, you are right. There isn't that many people in Britain that do it. I mean, the ice skating club is only 5 years old. We're one of the younger ones, probably because trying to get a big enough member base to go to start a society. Me, I've only been doing ice skating since January, so I'm actually quite new to it. Yeah, I'm still definitely in the beginners group, firmly there just finding my way around. But
well, I guess as vice president then, that's a great example of everyone can get involved, and for all beginners, you don't have to have necessarily done it before. We might as well speak a bit about that, right? Because I can imagine it's quite a daunting sport to start.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've got people who have been doing it for like 10 or 12 years on committee, and then there's me there who's been it for 6 months, but it doesn't matter. You just get on the ice. The trainings, as they're called, it's not that serious. You can just put on a pair of skates that the Viola lends you. The ice rink, we have skate hire included in our prices.
Great.
So that you can just grab a pair of skates, put them on, go on the ice, join the beginners group, try a little bit, and then go. It's not, you're not going to be pushed to be like, oh, you've got to be on the team, you've got to be, you're about to do flips, jumps and everything. No, nothing like that. You'll start off just being taught how to go forward, how to go backwards. It's very
It's
simple.
welcome to all.
Yeah, to start off with. And then there is that option, if you do love it and you roll with it and you get really good, you can join our varsity team. We do have that there for people who are really good and want to push it that further.
Yeah, well, you've got to be really into it if you do it Mondays 11 till midnight, I have to say.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely.
Well, that's great, Chris. It's been so great talking to you again and hearing a bit about your other society, ice skating. And now you are aware, of course, about the Society Insights question at the end, where we ask you 3 reasons why I should join Ice Skating Society. Do you have those 3 reasons for me, Chris?
Firstly, I would say, again, it is relaxed compared to other athletic union kind of clubs. Second reason I would say is, we've got obviously trained coaches there who can take you up. I'd say the level of teaching we provide is very high. It's really of high quality. We have NISA trained coaches, which you're not going to get pretty much probably anywhere else in Wales, especially. Third up reason, it's going to sound like a bit of a weird one. I'm going to say the performance, the varsity, the costumes, the community, the feel of just being on ice with a group of people who are all learning to skate, who can all skate,
So we've got number 1, of course, as a sports society, you'd say you guys are quite relaxed. There's not that kind of hierarchy, without naming any names, of different sports societies that might put people off. So you've got a relaxed atmosphere for all I was going to say all ages, but university students, but of all standards. Number 2, the facilities and the trainers that you guys offer, really high standard trainers that you wouldn't find anywhere else in Wales. That's a huge bonus, a huge point you made. And number 3, being part of such a special, mesmerising performance that is the ice skating show in the varsity, and fingers crossed it happens again this year. Yeah, well, Chris, thank you so much again for joining us on Society Insights, this time with Ice Skating Society.